Good morning, students. I hope you are fair and square. Students, we have studied exercise 6.1, 6.2 in the title of chapter number 6, lines and angles. Now we have to start exercise 6.3. Before that, we have to study about some of the prominent properties of the triangle. You know triangle, it is a closed figure made up of 3 line segments. So we have to study about the property of triangles. Although this property has been taught in previous classes, you are in habit of solving such type of questions, but you don't have verification of this property. And what verification? Property number 1 of a triangle is sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Although you are familiar with this property, but you don't know how to verify and how to certify. So for this purpose, this figure is drawn and things are mentioned here. Since the property of parallelism will be applied in proving this theorem, so we have to apply the property of those theorems along with some additional theorems which have been already taught in previous lectures. So we have to start how to prove that sum of angles means all the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Means what? How many angles are there in a triangle? So obviously there are 3 corners. So sum of all these corners in degree measure will be 180 degree. This is to be proved here. And what is given here? A triangle named ABC is given there, and we have to verify that angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180 degree. This is to be proved there. So for verification of this one, we require additional construction which is compulsory for you to draw. With the help of additional construction, we will try to make our task easier in verifying the theorem. So let us start our task. You may observe here a figure of triangle ABC is given. So obviously this corner is interior angle A, this one is interior angle B, this one is interior angle C. In this way there are 3 angles in a triangle. In this way there are 3 angles in a triangle: angle number 1, angle number 2, angle number 3. What additional part is there? The additional part is there. This one is line L. So this line L parallel to base BC will be drawn passing from point A. Once again try to follow. A line L is drawn parallel to base BC passing from vertex A. This line L is drawn there. After that, this line L is parallel to BC. What role of this AB and this AC is there? So very obviously you may observe, if L is parallel to BC, the role of AB as well as the role of AC is a transversal. Both are playing the role of a transversal. So ultimately the property will related to a transversal when 2 lines, and which type of lines are there? These lines are parallel lines intersected by a transversal. Now you may observe this one is angle 2, this one is angle 4, L is parallel to BC, so this one is ultimately transversal. So there is a relation between angle 4 and angle 2. You may observe there both the angles 2 and angle 4 are equal. And what may be the reason? What is the reason? They are alternate angles. These angles are pair of alternate angles. How can you identify? Direction of this angle is this direction and this one is just opposite. If opposite directions are there, so they will be called alternate angles. And we know that when two parallel lines are intersected by transversals, so alternate interior angles are equal also. So angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. So very easily we can say that angle 2 equals angle 4. In the same way, L is parallel to BC and AC is playing the role of a transversal. If AC is playing the role of transversal, ultimately it will follow the properties of parallelism. And what parallelism properties are there? Again, there is a relation between angle 5 and angle 3. The direction of angle 5 is just here, the direction of this one is just there. Now you may observe both are going in different directions, opposite directions. Again, angle 5 and angle 3 are a pair of alternate angles, and we know that if two parallel lines are there and both the lines are intersected by transversals, the alternate angles are equal. It means angle 3 equals angle 5. Now we have angle 2 equals angle 4 and angle 3 equals angle 5. Now angle 2 is shifted here because 4 and 2 both are equal. Angle 3 is shifted there. So 3 is equal to angle 5. Now you may observe this is a line and see three angles are there, angle 1, angle 4, angle 5. If we find the sum of all these angles, the sum of all the angles to a side of any line, straight line, always 180 degree. Once again try to follow. Sum of all the angles to a point to the same side of a straight line is always 180 degree. This property is already taught as a form of corollary while we were discussing about lines and angles. It means what? The value of angle 4 plus the value of angle 1 plus the value of angle 5. If all these values are added here, what resultant will be there? It will be equal to 180 degree. Angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 equal to 180 degree. Now you may remarkable here, you have to focus upon in the place of angle 4 what can be noted down? Angle 2. In the place of angle 5 we can note down angle 3, because angle 4 equal to which angle? It is equal to angle 2. Angle 5 is equal to angle 3. You may observe in the place of angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 we can note down angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3, and that will be equal to 180 degree. Why? Because sum of all the angles to a side of straight line are always 180 degree. So angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 equals 180 degree. So we can arrange it. Firstly we have to note down angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degree. Now we have to locate their position of angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Angle 1 is indicating angle A, angle 2 is indicating angle B, angle 3 is indicating angle C. So in the place of angle 1 what can be noted down? Angle A. In the place of angle 2 what can be noted down? Angle B. In the place of angle 3 what can be noted down? Angle C. This way we can say that angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. In this way we have proved the theorem, sum of all the interior angles to a triangle is always 180 degree. So what is given here? It is given triangle ABC. What is to be proved there? We have to prove that all three corners, sum of all three corners means angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Now what is the additional part of construction? So this L is drawn passing from A parallel to BC. This one is drawn here So this one is parallel to BC. This one is additional construction. It is not given. You have to construct from your side. Now observe the figure. What is given? BC is parallel to L, and what role of AB is there? AB is a transversal. So same thing will be noted down. L is parallel to BC and AB is playing the role of a transversal. After that, if two parallel lines are intersected by transversals, the alternate angles are equal. It means angle 4 will be equal to angle 2. I have noted down here angle 4 equals angle 2. And what reason is there? It is because of both are alternate angles and alternate angles are equal. This one is equation number 1. Again, BC is parallel to L and AC is playing the role of a transversal. So same thing is noted down. Again, L is parallel to BC and AC is a transversal. Again, alternate angles are equal. What are those alternate angles? Angle 5 equals angle 3. Angle 5 equals angle 3 because both are alternate angles. This one is given as equation number 2. Now we have to observe sum of all the angles to a side of line L. So what will be there? It is angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5. Angle 4, angle 1, angle 5. Sum of all angles to a side of line L will be equal to 180 degree. And what region will be there? Sigma means the sum of, this one is the symbol of angles. Sum of angles of a side of straight line L is always 180 degree. This will be the region. Now we have to apply the value of angle 5 and angle 4 in which equation? In this one. What will be there? In the place of angle 4, what can be noted down? Angle 4 equals angle 2. So we can write in the place of angle 4, angle 2. In the place of angle 5, which angle can be noted down? Angle 3. So in the place of angle 5, it is angle 3, angle 1, angle 1, angle 4, angle 2, because 4 equal to angle 2 and 5 equals angle 3. 1 is equal to angle 1. So this can be noted down angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 3 equal to 180 degree. Since these numbers are not in systematic way, 2 is first, 1 is afterward, third is randomly these numbers are mentioned, these angles are noted down. So we have to regroup. How can we regroup? We can note down systematically which angle comes first. So angle first, angle 1 comes first, then angle second, then angle number third equal to 180 degree. Now angle 1 is embodiment of angle A, angle 2 is the embodiment of angle B, and angle 3 is embodiment of angle C. In this way, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree, and this one is required. What meaning is there? Sum of all those angles inside a triangle is always equal to 180 degree, and this one is required. At last, we will conclude by writing hence proved. In this way, this theorem is verified. Now you are advised either to take the screenshot of this one or pen down in your copy. So you are advised, time is given, either to take the screenshot or pen down in your copy. Now students, follow here. We have to study a very prominent second property of triangle. And what is it? You may observe here. The property is mentioned here. Exterior angles equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Now, one is interior angle, talking about interior angle, and second one is talking about exterior angles. Now two terms are being used here. So interior angle, you know the concept of interior angle, but what is exterior angle? You have to know about what is exterior angle. Then sum of interior opposite angles. This very concept will be given for you, but have patience and try to follow me. How can exterior angle and interior opposite angles could be identified? A very simple method is there. You have to just wait and watch. So come along with me and follow here. Suppose triangle ABC is given and you are extending one of the side of triangle ABC. Suppose BC is extended. BC is extended up to point P. Clear? So this angle is interior angle, this one is interior angle, this one is interior angle, but this angle is out of triangle. So this angle, when an arm of angle is extended up to P, is called exterior angle. So this angle is called exterior angle. Exterior angle. This one is exterior angle. Again, suppose AB is extended. AB is extended up to Q. Again, an angle is formed from here to there. So these are interior angles of triangle, but this one is out of triangle, and it is obtained by extending one of the sides of a triangle. So this one is also exterior angle. This one is also exterior angle. Again you may observe one side is not extended. Which one is not extended? Side CA is not extended. So it will be extended there. If you extend straight forward up to R, again an angle is formed here. Since this angle is out of triangle, so this will be called exterior angle. In this way, we have drawn here three exterior angles. This exterior angle is obtained by extending this side BC. This exterior is obtained by extending CA to R, and this exterior angle is obtained by extending A to B up to Q. In this way, we have constructed here three exterior angles. Three exterior angles will be constructed there. This one, and this one. Why is it called exterior angle? Because these angles are located where? Outside of triangle ABC. That's why these angles are exterior angles. And what about this angle? This one is interior angle, this one is interior angle, and this one is also interior angle of triangle ABC. So these are three interior angles. Now next concept is there, interior opposite angle for any exterior angles. So how many exterior angles are there? There are three exterior angles, and each exterior angle has its interior opposite angles. How can we identify? Suppose we are talking about this exterior angle. Suppose this one is being talked here. Means what name of this angle is there? Angle ACP. If we are talking about this ACP, so just close to this one interior angle is there. So this angle will be deducted from the mind. This angle closing to this exterior angle is deducted from the mind. So for this exterior angle this one and this one are interior opposite angles. Once again try to follow how to identify interior opposite angles for a exterior angle. Suppose you are taking this one as exterior angle, so just adjacent angle will be removed from the mind. This interior angle is removed. So how many interior angles are remaining? This interior angle and this interior angle. So these are interior opposite angles. Since two angles are there, so these are interior opposite angles for this exterior angle. Again see, if we are talking about this exterior angle, to closing to this exterior angle, this interior angle will be removed from the mind. This will be removed. If this one is removed from the mind, so these two angles are remaining. So for this exterior angle, this angle and this angle are interior opposite angles. So how do you identify? How can you trace it? Just the adjacent angle will be removed from the mind. Three interior angles are there, and adjacent interior angle is removed. So still two interior angles are remaining. So these two remaining angles will be called interior opposite angle for this exterior angle. Again see, we are talking about this exterior angle. So which one is interior adjacent angle? So this one is interior adjacent angle. So this will be removed from the mind. Still two angles are remaining, this angle and this angle. So for this exterior angle, this angle and this angle is called interior opposite angles. It means what? We have to prove that exterior angles equals sum of interior opposite angles. Means what? This angle is equal to sum of this one and this one. This exterior angle is equal to sum of this one and this one. And this exterior angle is equal to sum of this one and this one. This is the theorem we have to verify. What is given? Simply it is given triangle ABC and exterior angles ACP, exterior angles BAR and exterior angle CBQ. These are three exterior angles. So we have to justify or verify any exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Clear? So how to verify? Let us see. So what is given? Firstly we have to note down what is given part. Given triangle ABC with exterior angles, this one is ACP, exterior angle BAR and exterior angle CBQ. This one is given here. This is given part. What to be proved here? To prove this angle ACP equal to which angle? Angle BAC. This angle, mark it angle 1, mark it angle 2, mark it angle 3, mark it angle 4, mark it angle 5 and mark it angle 6. So what is to prove there? We have to prove that angle 4 equals which angle? angle 1 and angle 2, because this angle will be left there. So angle 4 equals angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 5 equals, this angle will be left 2 and 3. Angle 2 plus angle 3. And angle 6 equal to angle 1 and angle 3. Angle 1 plus angle 3. This is to be proved there. So firstly, we will take the first part, how angle 4 equals angle 1 and 2. We have to verify this. We have to prove by the property of a triangle and angles also. So first at all, we have to put heading proof. Now we have to take this angle. We know just before we have proved our property, sum of all angles inside a triangle is always 180 degree. So we have to note down. We have angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to how many degree? 180 degree. And what region is there? Sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So how can we write sigma angles of a triangle equal to 180 degree? Sigma means the sum of all the angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. Now this one is, we have just equation number 1. Now you may mark here angle 3 and angle 4. Both are linear pair, and you know linear pair is always supplementary. Now you have angle 3 and angle 4 as linear pair, and you know linear pair is always supplementary. So, and angle 3 plus angle 4 is also equal to 180 degree, and what region will be there? That is of linear pair. In this way, this one is mentioned as equation number 2. Now you have equation number 1 and equation number 2. Equation number 1 is obtained by the angle sum property of a triangle. Equation number 2 is obtained by the property of linear pair. Both will be merged here. Now you have been taught things which are equal to the same thing are equal. This property is already taught here, and same thing is repeated. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degree. Again angle 3 plus angle 4 is also 180 degree. So what result can be drawn? If this sum is equal to this sum, because both are equal to the 180 degree, so we may write it 1 and 2 implies what? Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Can we note down it? Definitely we can note down, because both the combination of angles are resulting 180 degree. So definitely both the combinations are equal. So what to do? Something is common in left hand side as well as right hand side. Which angle is common in both the sides? So obviously it is angle 3. It is in left side as well as right hand side. It is here, it is there also. So both will be cancelled here. Now what is remaining? This implies angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to angle 4. And what is angle 4? 4 is exterior angle. For this exterior angle, what is angle 1 and angle 2? So these are interior opposite angles. So this exterior angle equals sum of interior opposite angles. So this will be behaved as equation number 3. Similarly, we can show that. So similarly we will write, similarly we can write that what 1 and 2 equal to 4, 2 and 3 will be equal to angle 5, angle 2 plus angle 3 equal to angle 5, and angle 3, angle 1, angle 3 plus angle 1 equal to angle 3 and angle 1 equal to angle 6. This one is relation number 4 and this one is relation number 5. If third, fourth and fifth are merged, relation number third, relation number fourth, relation number fifth are merged, combined, so what result can be drawn from these equations? These are interior opposite angles for this exterior angle. These are interior opposite angle for this exterior angle. These two are interior opposite angle for this exterior angle. So what result may be drawn? What type of conclusion may be written here? How can we conclude this theorem? This theorem, it implies third number, fourth number and fifth. All these equations are implying what? Exterior angle is always equal to the sum of interior angles. So equation number third, fourth and fifth implies sum of interior opposite angles is equal to exterior angles, and this one is required. At last we will note down, hence proved. Now the work is finished here. I think you will be able to understand and you will apply all these theorems in solving exercise 6.3, and exercise 6.3 is very important exercises, one of the very important exercises. So never try to overlook these properties, try to note down, take the screenshot of these properties. Afterward we have to apply these properties while solving the questions given in exercise 6.3, which is one is next exercise, and most probably we will discuss those questions of 6.3 during the live classes. You will focus yourself. Those questions of exercise 6.3 will be discussed during the live classes of your term, that will be continued by tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and next day also. Means Thursday, Friday and Saturday I will come and I will try to take live classes. During live classes I will try to complete exercise 6.3, and this exercise 6.3 is completely based on these two theorems. What is these two theorems? Theorem number first, sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree, and second one is there, sum of interior opposite angles is equal to exterior angle. Both the properties will be used while solving exercise 6.3. I hope you may understand. You will complete your task very promptly. It is found that most of the students are very lazy with respect to completion of the work, because on the basis of views we observe that so many students are very careless. They simply didn't mind even observing the lectures. On the basis of views we can see that so many less number of views are there. It means the students are not interested in studies. So they are advised, they have sufficient time, so they should create a kind of interest while solving and completing the task be punctual towards the lectures and live classes. If we are not able to see your copies, so it doesn't mean that your copies will not be checked. It will be checked at any time randomly. We may check during video conferencing. So don't overlook your work. Try to complete from time to time, because punctuality is the first and the last criteria to become a successful. If you want to become a successful, do maintain your punctuality and try to complete your task from time to time. With this suggestion, I would like to conclude my sentence. Thank you. Have a nice day.